I got a text from my son. It said, "Mom, don't come to my wedding. Sarah doesn't want you there." My hands shook. I read it again and again. 28 years of love, gone in one text message. I raised him alone. I worked 3 jobs. I gave him everything. And now, he didn't want me at his wedding. But what I did next changed everything. This is my story, and it will break your heart. My name is Margaret. I am 62 years old. I live in a small town in Ohio. This story happened 6 months ago, but it feels like yesterday. Some of you watching this have children. You know the love a mother has. It never ends. It never stops, even when your heart is breaking. I want to tell you what happened, every single detail, because maybe my story will help you. Maybe it will make you call your mother. Maybe it will make you hug your son. Or maybe it will just make you cry, like I cried. Before I start, I need you to do something. Sit down, get comfortable, because this is a long story, and I promise you one thing. You will feel every word. Let me take you back to the day my world fell apart. My son's name is Daniel. I had him when I was 34. His father left when Daniel was 2, just walked out the door, never came back. So it was just us, me and my baby boy. I worked as a nurse, night shifts mostly. I would come home at 6 a.m. Daniel would be sleeping. I would kiss his forehead, then sleep for 3 hours. Wake up, make him breakfast, take him to school, then work my second job, cleaning offices. People ask me, "Weren't you tired?" Yes, I was exhausted every single day. But when you love someone, you don't feel the tiredness. You just keep going. Daniel was a good boy. He got good grades, he played baseball, he made me proud. Every parents' day at school, I was there. Every baseball game, front row. Every scraped knee, I was the one who bandaged it. I was his mother, and his father, and his best friend. Time moves fast. Too fast. Suddenly, Daniel was 18, going to college. I helped him pack. I drove him there, 4 hours away. We unloaded his boxes, made his bed, hung his posters. When it was time to leave, I hugged him tight. "Call me every week," I said. "I will, Mom," he promised. And he did. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. My phone would ring. We would talk for hours. He told me about his classes, his friends, his dreams. I told him about work, about the neighbors, about how much I missed him. Those calls were everything to me. Then, in his junior year, he met Sarah. "Mom, I met someone," he said. His voice was different, happy, excited. "Tell me about her," I said. "Her name is Sarah. She's in my business class. She's amazing, Mom. I think I love her." I smiled. My boy was in love. "I can't wait to meet her," I said. "Soon, Mom, I promise." 3 months later, Daniel brought Sarah home. It was Thanksgiving. I cooked for 2 days. Turkey, stuffing, pies, everything perfect. The doorbell rang. I opened it. There was Daniel, smiling. And next to him was Sarah. She was beautiful. Tall, blonde hair, designer clothes. "Hi, Mrs. Peterson," she said. Her voice was cold. Not warm, not friendly, just cold. "Can I call you Margaret?" I said. I hugged Daniel, then reached to hug Sarah. She stepped back. "I'm not really a hugger," she said. "Oh," I said. "That's okay." But inside, my heart sank a little. We sat down for dinner. I asked Sarah questions about her family, her studies, her plans. She answered, but short answers. Yes, no, maybe. She looked at her phone a lot, texted during dinner, barely ate my food. I saw Daniel looking at her, like she was the sun and the moon and all the stars. After dinner, I was washing dishes. Sarah came to the kitchen.
Daniel said you're a nurse, she said. Yes, I smiled. 28 years. Oh, she said. Then nothing else. Just silence. My mom's a surgeon, she finally said, at Johns Hopkins. That's wonderful, I said. But I felt small, like my life wasn't enough, like I wasn't enough. That weekend was hard. Sarah barely spoke to me. When Daniel and I talked alone, she would interrupt. Babe, come here. Babe, look at this. Babe, let's go. Always pulling him away. When they left, I cried. Not because I didn't like Sarah, but because I was scared. Scared I was losing my son. After that Thanksgiving, things changed. The Sunday calls became shorter. Hey, Mom, can't talk long. Sarah and I have plans. Then they became every other week, then once a month. I'm just really busy, Mom. I understood. Or I tried to. He was building his life. That's what kids do, right? Daniel graduated, got a job in New York City. Sarah got a job there too. They moved in together. I was happy for him, but also lonely. My house felt empty, too quiet. I would set the table for two, then remember, it's just me now. I called Daniel on his birthday. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Thanks, Mom. Can I come visit? I asked. We're really busy with work. Maybe next month? Next month never came. I sent him care packages, his favorite cookies, warm socks, books I thought he'd like. He would text, Thanks, Mom. Just 2 words, nothing more. Last Christmas, he didn't come home. Sarah's family invited us to their place, in Connecticut. Her parents have this huge house. You understand, right? Of course, I lied. I spent Christmas alone, eating leftover turkey, watching old movies, looking at photos of Daniel as a baby, crying. In March, Daniel called. Mom, I have news. What is it? I proposed to Sarah. She said yes. My heart stopped, then started again. That's wonderful, honey. When? This summer, August, in the Hamptons. Sarah's parents have a house there. It's going to be beautiful. I'm so happy for you. And I was, but also scared. Would I be part of this wedding? Would I matter? Can I help with anything? I asked. Sarah's mom is handling everything. She's hiring a wedding planner, the best in New York. Oh, I said, but you'll send me details, right? So I can book time off work? Yeah, Mom, of course. Weeks went by. I heard nothing. I called. Daniel, honey, I need to book my hotel. For the wedding. Can you send me information? Oh, right. I'll ask Sarah. More weeks passed. Still nothing. I called again. And again. Each time, I'll get back to you, Mom. Then one night, I got the text. It was 9 p.m. I was watching TV. My phone buzzed. It was Daniel. I smiled. Finally, the wedding details. I opened the message, and my world shattered. Mom, I need to tell you something. Sarah and I have been talking. The wedding is going to be small, very intimate, just close family and friends. Sarah doesn't think you should come. She says you make her uncomfortable, that you're too different from her family. I'm sorry, Mom, but I have to support my future wife. I hope you understand. I read it 3 times. My hands were shaking. My chest hurt. I couldn't breathe. I called him. It went to voicemail. I called again. Voicemail. I texted, Daniel, please call me. Nothing. I sat on my couch, in the dark, and I cried, like I never cried before. All those years, all those sacrifices, all that love, and this is what I got? Not even invited to his wedding? I didn't sleep that night. I just stared at the ceiling, asking God why. The next morning, I made a decision. I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't beg. I wouldn't cry to him. Instead, I wrote a letter, a real letter, on paper, with a pen. I told Daniel everything, Every sacrifice I made, every night I went without sleep, every dream I gave up so he could have his dreams. I told him I loved him, that I always would. But I also told him the truth, that he was breaking my heart, that his father left us, but I never thought he would too. I told him that Sarah might be his future, but I was his past, and without the past, there is no future. I ended the letter like this: I will not come to your wedding, not because Sarah doesn't want me there, but because I deserve better. I deserve a son who fights for me, the way I fought for him. When you remember who raised you, when you remember who loved you first, call me. I'll be here. I'm always here, but I won't chase you anymore. Love, Mom. I mailed it. Then I waited. That was 3 months ago. Daniel got the letter.
I know because he texted, "I got your letter." Nothing else. I haven't heard from him since. His wedding was 2 weeks ago. I saw the photos on Facebook. Sarah's mother posted them. Daniel looked handsome in his tuxedo. Sarah looked beautiful in her white dress. They looked happy, and I wasn't there. Part of me is still broken, still waiting for the phone to ring. But part of me is strong now, because I know the truth. You cannot force someone to love you, not even your own child. All you can do is love yourself and wait. Maybe Daniel will call, maybe he won't. But I will survive. I always have. If you're watching this and you have a mother who loved you, call her. Right now. Don't wait. Don't assume there's always tomorrow. Tell her you love her. Tell her thank you. Because one day, she'll be gone, and you can't say it anymore. If you're watching this, and you're a mother like me, who's been pushed aside, who's been forgotten, I see you. I feel your pain. You are not alone. We gave everything, and that was enough. We are enough. Please, if this story touched you, subscribe to this channel. There are millions of stories like mine, stories that need to be heard. Click that red button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below. Tell me your story, or just tell me you understand. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your mother, your sister, your friend. And give it a like, so YouTube shows this to more people. So more mothers know they're not alone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. My name is Margaret, and this is my story.